Hey, it's lunchtime. We're here at an Italian restaurant not far from my friend Julie's house. We're here for the weekend, and we ordered lunch, but I'm really excited about pizza. I really, very, very rarely have pizza for lunch, ever, really. Especially as a youth worker, there's so many days we just order pizza for dinner, so I really don't like it at all. But I'm really excited about this pizza because it reminds me of growing up in New York City, where this is what I used to order when I was little. I have always, since I was in kindergarten, I remember saying, you know, the teacher would ask, what's your favorite food? And I would say spinach when everyone else was saying mac and cheese and ice cream. So that's one of the reasons that this is also baffling for me. It's hard. I really do like vegetables. I like making healthy choices. So there's no pepperoni, there's no meatball, there's no sausage, there's, you know, it's pizza and it's not great for you, but you have to have everything in moderation, right? So I'm excited for broccoli and tomato and spinach pizza. Happy lunchtime! I had a great morning training. I was back out at the beach again this morning, so I'm really excited about that. Just 2 weeks till the next triathlon. And now comes the hard part. Here's the part that I guess is hardest for me to admit, to show the world what's hiding under these clothes, why it's so difficult to find clothes that fit appropriately. So here it is. And here too. Yeah, it hides. So this is what you're working with. This is the body that completed her first triathlon a month ago, and this is the body that's going to do another one in 2 weeks, but this is not the body that I'm supposed to be living in. I'm beyond baffled. I'm so frustrated that I can get out there and I can be training and I can be working so hard, and things just aren't happening for me. And I want to challenge you to help me figure out what's going on with my life. I'm ready for the challenge. I'm ready to be worked harder than I've ever been worked before, and I'm not going to give up. This is something I'm so excited and so passionate about doing. I just want to prove to myself and prove to you that I can do it, and I will make you proud. So hopefully you'll give me a call. I look forward to hearing from you. A huge turning point for me in my kind of journey as a human, as an individual, was definitely a car accident that I was in 7th grade. It's actually the summer before my 7th grade year, and I was riding my bike to swim practice. I had early morning swim practice at 8, and then I think I was supposed to have like tennis lessons at 10 at our swim and tennis club in North Carolina. And I woke up a couple minutes late, and I was rushing to get to practice, and I had ridden my bike this route like a million times, and stopped at a bike stop sign, and was actually, unfortunately, my bike was clipped by a truck making a right-hand turn, and the truck had come up on the curb and clipped the wheel of my tire. I ended up falling off my bike and falling underneath the bus, and the bus traveled, you know, up my arm and down my back, and I broke 4 ribs, and I had a contusion on my lung, and my paranoid mom, that was kind of the end of sports for me. She was always worried that I was going to re-injure something, even after the doctors, you know, assured her that my ribs had totally healed. I think I was allowed to swim backstroke in the very last swim meet of the summer, because I didn't have to dive in. But that was the end of sports for me. And I guess I never really comprehended how much that impacted me until I applied for Biggest Loser last time around. When I was in the car accident, or the bike accident, I remember my grandmother, who had always been a huge voice for me to lose weight when I was little and sending me to nutritionists and stuff, but I remember her saying, thank God you were overweight, because if you had any less padding on you, then maybe you wouldn't have lived. And I remember attorneys got involved, and it was a really long, drawn-out process and very hard for a kid in 7th grade to deal with. But, and it was so long ago, and I haven't ever really talked about it, but I couldn't speak about it that way then, and to realize now at 28, so many years later, you know, almost 15 years later, that was a source for me, that was a protection for me, and perhaps one of the reasons that I'm alive, but now it could be something that kills me, and I am so ready to face that, and so ready to do everything that I can do to live a better life. And, you know, I've finally gotten over my fear of biking. Doing the triathlon did that. I will finally bike on roads again, which is new. I hadn't in almost 15 years. So I'm ready to hit the road. And, you know, on my own 2 feet, on my own 2 wheels, whatever it is. But it's definitely a turning point, and articulating that experience has also been another turning point for me. From the time I was born until I graduated high school, I moved with my family 9 times. We moved from the East Coast to the West Coast to the South, to the far South, then into the Midwest. Growing up all over the country was a really exciting experience for me. As you can see, when I was little, my bottle was never far from my hand. I was always a pudgy little kid with chubby cheeks and sturdy legs. That meant that I was fearless in many people's eyes, so I gave everything a shot. I loved swimming, I loved being in the pool, and I loved posing for my dad's camera. This is my model shot at 4 years old. Big Hurricanes fan, and always the daddy's girl. Once I got to middle school, things started to change. I put on lots of weight and was always smiling for the camera, but never certain what it would be like making new friends in new communities. In high school, I joined youth group, which led to my ultimate career today as a youth director. As you can see, though, even into college, I continued to add weight and smile for the camera. My family has always been a huge support, but it's hard when your little brother, here on the left, is 6'3" and maybe 150 pounds. I think that's it. I think I've shared my story with you, at least little pieces anyway. I hope I've left you wanting more. I'm certain that you're not going to find anyone out there that's more competitive than I am, that's more ready to do this, that's more willing to have their butt kicked in the gym. I am certain that I would add exactly what you need to next season. So I hope that you want to get to know a little bit more about me, Lindsey Morgan, and I look forward to hearing from you. Stay tuned for the bloopers. There's some funny shots, and just after that is my contact information. So I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day. I'm a moo-moo.
Wow, that is a moo-moo.
That is a moo-moo.
How do you feel in it, Lindsey?
I feel disgusting.
Can we see a little electric slide?
I danced to a beat of my own drum. No, get it!
In the kitchen.
First, you braise the chicken with your butter. Oh, I dropped the chicken on the floor. It's okay. It's the dog. Wash it off. The chicken. Wash it off. Wash it off. Lindsey.
Okay, we have Julie and Liz.
I see you. Okay, ready?
Can she even catch the ball?
Go.
Welcome to Target. We have entertainment here on the 4th of July.
Nom 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 pizza.